it's Sarada and I scribble, and today I am drawing more feelsy and angsty art because I can and because I want to. Honestly, I've been working on these guys' story, and by these guys I mean my Bokura no Monogatari characters. I probably should explain first before I start talking about things so you know what I'm talking about. The character I'm drawing right now is Kazugawa Yoru, and he belongs in the story Bokura no Monogatari. There, now that's over. Bokura no Monogatari is a story built up of smaller short stories, so all stories are contained and you can read one or all of them, it doesn't really matter. But the way I draft for new stories is that I usually write short conversations, and what you saw at the start of this video was one of those conversations. Without spoiling too much, Sigma and Yoru are having a sit down, and they're in the late 20s at that point, and they're just talking about how much they've changed from when they were teenagers in high school. So as a teenager, Yoru is very rebellious, even though he's actually allowed to be. He has an agreement with his father where at 25 he has to become an adult. Up until that point, he can do just about whatever he wants as long as he doesn't ruin the family name. And he walks that line quite closely a lot of the time. I call Yoru a bad boy, I call him an ass, and he is, because he knows he can be, because he'll get away with it. He is rich, he's from a rich family, and people don't really want to mess with the rich families because they can make you suffer. He does a lot of bad things, especially to people, because he never had any real friends. Right up until high school, he never really had any friends, because people either wanted to be around him for the money or for the fame, for the status, basically. In high school he met Kazu, who was the first person to tell him that those people who you surround yourself with aren't really your friends. I hope you're aware of that. Kazu is probably the first person too that is actually a friend to Yoru. It didn't really change him much, but it did have an effect on him. Fast forward 10 years to adult Yoru. He is married, he is running his father's company, he has taken over that position. He is very different, he is responsible, and even a reliable person at times. So, older Yoru saying sorry to his younger self. He is sorry because he was so desperate for freedom that he would do anything as long as it didn't appease his father mostly. His mother is actually a very kind person, and technically his father too, but his level, he is so strict. He is a very strict man. So Yoru, he is sorry that he was scared as a teenager. He is sorry that he was too afraid to be alone, to say no to all those people, because deep down he knew exactly what they were doing. He's a manipulative person. He understood exactly what they were doing, but he was terrified of not having anyone. So he let them, because having everyone, even though they're not sincere, is better than having no one. And he is sorry that he treated his actual friends the way he did, because of how it had been for a long time, where he'd had no real friends, and where he could treat those non-friends any way he liked, and they wouldn't budge because they didn't care. He hurt his real friends a lot. For that, he is sorry to his younger self. He is very ashamed of the way he behaved, and he is sorry that he wasn't more honest. So yeah, I hope that made at least some kind of sense. I feel like I just rambled a lot about poor misguided Yoru, but that's the person he is. I did a bunch of thumbnails for all the other characters too, but I selected this one to make a bigger piece out of, because just I like torturing Yoru. Either way, the video is now over. Thank you so much for watching. Please do, if you haven't, take a moment to subscribe. You can hit that button, join in for more fun art videos. You can also follow me on my social media. Links to those will be down below, as well as to my Etsy and my Redbubble store. Check those out if you'd like. Until next time, keep on scribbling, friends. Bye!